care when I hear my
Are we red? You got speed? Oh, that was fast. I didn't even know. Wow. Old quick draw McGraw here.
On my left. Ooh, that's a hot mic. On my left.
On your left, Luke Allen at Uncle Luke 2 on Instagram. Live from the 405 podcast.
Right on my right.
At Mitchell Verzi, at Verzi Triplets on all platforms.
Should jump off a platform. And we're off.
And hey, I'm Eric Rocha. Listen, if you came out to Fourth Wall Cafe this weekend, thank you so much for coming. You guys were a lot of fun. You guys were awesome. So thanks for coming out, supporting live comedy.
Is that the WeHo show?
If you came out and went to Eric's house, wink, wink, at any point, grateful for that. Thank you for that, too. It was I'm sure he put on a great show there.
And thank you, sir.
Oh,
Uncle Luke went to my show.
How
You've
can I
never done
resist?
anything that I've done.
Oh.
You're like my father. Jesus Christ.
I wish I could go to San Diego once during fucking weeknights, man. I can't.
No, man. Thank
Can't
you
do it,
for
Henry.
coming.
Can't-
I
can't have it.
appreciate it. You showed up. We had some fun. I got a little more drunk than I wanted to that night.
Well, you brought a freaking 12-pack onto the stage, which is interesting. I thought you were going to give the beers out, because that would have been funny, too. We were going to have gives out, if you go to a show, he gives out candy. He gives out fucking candy. It's nice.
Try to.
I think you were the one that took the photo of Rocha. It's literally like 8 beers on the stool.
He turns into a prop comic. He's pulling them out of his fucking pockets. I wanted to grab a slide whistle and go, woo! Here, folks, look at this. Pull one under his hat. It was crazy.
I totally did.
He did.
I kept pulling them. Like, the joke was like, I'm pulling them out of everywhere.
He had a skinny tie on. It was great. You should have seen him. Hair was all poofed up. He turned around. He goes, I'm going to do a little impression, Jack Nicholson. And he turned around, and then he turned back and he goes, hey, everybody, I'm Jack Nicholson. It was really something.
There was a lady.
Original stuff.
There was a lady in the front row that kept pulling an egg out.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thank you for coming to that. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
Man, I got hammered.
Yeah. I mean, just looking at the photos of the amount of beer, it was at least.
Well, he didn't
8 of
drink.
them.
It was kind of a
drink all of
goof.
those.
Yeah,
Oh,
he split them.
got it.
He very nicely bought he bought some beer and a couple of shots of fucking. And we hung out there till like 2 a.m.
We did.
Jesus.
It was
Me, him, and Mad Dog. It was fucking great.
Oh, really?
Jawing it up, yeah.
Joe Manente.
Yeah.
It was an interesting show. I liked it. Like, I've never thought to do that at a comedy show. It literally became like a disco-y, like.
Yeah, they had a DJ set up.
Yeah.
After. And then
So-
Joe walks in at like 11. He's like, what are you still doing here? He's like, why is there a DJ? He's like, this is fucking great. I should have done this. Or like, for second time, he was going to like fucking backhand us. Then he was just like completely like, went along with it.
You're in Joe's living room. That's why he's trying to sleep.
Yeah.
This is an opium den at noon. Like, what? You got to clean this up.
Upcoming Ask Joe, Mad Dog Manente. He's coming on. He loves when you call him.
Yeah.
I do not love that nickname. It's fucking great.
He really doesn't like it.
Don't call
Why not?
Don't tell him I
It's
call
a
him.
cool nickname.
He
I
doesn't
know.
like it. I know.
Why doesn't he like
Boy,
it?
does he not like it.
The Mad
I think
part.
the insinuation is Mad Dog. Yeah, I don't think he likes the Mad Dog
Fun.
thing.
Every Vietnam movie, the Mad Dog character. There's always someone named Mad Dog, and they were a Mad Dog, and they were the most interesting, fun guy.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Didn't live long in the movie, but yeah, they were the most interesting.
They usually made it to the final battle, and that's when they had some glorious fucking ending. But
All right. Thanks for the yes and.
Yeah.
sorry, I'm passionate about Vietnam movies.
I did want to go though. I had to work. I had to work late.
Well,
I did
it's
wanna
the
go.
thought that count.
That's-
Especially
I've been-
because you weren't fucking there.
I've been doing a lot of that with you. There was a hat at the airport that it had a chicken on it, and it just said cock at the top. And I'm like, this is a perfect hat for Rocha, but it's $42. I don't want to get it for him.
That's a
So
really,
you know what he does? He takes a picture of the hat and he sends it to me. He goes, "I totally should get you this hat." And then it's
I
like,
do that,
if
but I
it-
see nice cars, and I do that to them. It's it's a fucking Cadillac. I'm like, Eric, I wish I could buy this for you, but I can't. You fucking pussy.
Oh yeah, it's a complete cop out. But you know what? I thought of him.
It's very sweet.
I was like, please don't do that again. Just don't send it. Don't even take the fucking picture. I don't need
That
to
is
see it.
mildly cruel.
But it was a perfect style hat too. It was like this one where it's got like the little thing.
Very bad.
Trucker hat.
When you turn that one on backwards, you look like 90s Kevin Smith so much sometimes. It's fucking crazy. With the backwards hat. I swear to God, you get the same beard and everything.
Same way.
A couple times last week, I was looking at you, and I was like, God, fucking, for a second, I was like, whoa, it's Kevin Smith. By the way, how great was it, speaking of my podcast, when I mentioned the name of my podcast, And the guest last week, Dan, I say Dan Postain. I think it sounds more regal. But he goes, what's that? You drive in your car and you just talk and everyone listens to you? And I was like, yeah. And he just goes, ugh. Like, damn, you called that one.
And then he went, more like dead from the 405.
Did he say that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's right. That was funny.
Dude.
That was a big hit. People, I got a lot of, I got ones of text saying, I mean, that's, I don't have like hundreds of people listening, but most of the people I know that also listen, it was pretty good. Everyone was telling me it was good.
Yeah, I got some good responses from him. I want to do that. I want to do that hard lemonade show.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That seems pretty good.
I think I saw his promo for it. They had like a band and like food and everything.
I keep not seeing it. I follow him on the damn thing, and I never see him post. I must just like bad timing. I have so many people's I follow a shitload of people, so many fucking stories go to my Instagram so quick. This is really interesting stuff that it probably gets buried. People want to know more about my social media feeds. Don't follow me on Twitter. That's where I do all my dirty.
I was gonna say, there's so many different reiterations of Luke Allen on
I get
Twitter.
kicked off constantly. It takes nothing to get kicked off. They're so ridiculous.
Well,
By the way, we are going to take the show off of Spotify. Everybody, we're going to stand in
solidarity
with the giant trillion-dollar mega corporations.
We stand with
pharmaceutical companies that would never lie or do it or treat you wrong.
We stand with Neil Young, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Gonna stand with him, Joni Mitchell.
Yeah. They switched the samples so they can give you Provosic. That's the misinformation. He had him on. They were talking about Provosic last week, and how the what's his name?
I'm just waiting for
what was
you
the
to-
guy? I forgot the character's name. God,
I literally heard the hamster
it was
wheel in
going
your
so
head.
good.
Just
It was
go
going
really
good, and I
fucking slow.
forgot the fucking name. What's his name in it?
I don't remember.
Shit, I can't remember Harrison Ford's name. Whatever.
I don't know.
Good reference though.
But I don't know. It's crazy. So I went and saw Dave Attell last night.
Yeah.
Attell.
Did anybody open or anything, or just him?
Yeah, I don't remember the opener, but then Louis Katz, the great Louis Katz, opened. He featured actually.
I hear that guy's name all the time, and I don't know anything about
Oh,
him.
he's so fucking
There's a
good.
couple-
Is he old?
I love Louis. No, I'd say he's like 37, maybe 40s.
I think there's a couple different cats. There's like Barry Cats. I think there's
If they're dead. Let's forget about that joke. Right meow. I mean, I'm not even kidding about that.
nah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's in
I
Paul.
want
It's
to
in,
do one. I want to do one, but if I go out on that ledge, I know it's gonna.
yeah, it'll,
It's gonna break either way.
The ground is weak.
Yeah. Can you blame it?
The ground. The ground is sour. Fucking- it's the
Church.
same. It's the same fucking jokes every week.
it is.
What do you want?
People,
I
like
get so depressed
Oh yeah.
after seeing it tell.
people always say, every comic
do.
says that. It's such a
I do.
hack line. Do you?
It's
You
not
get
a hack
depressed.
line. It's a real
God.
fucking
He's
feeling.
been doing it for fucking 40 years. He's,
yeah,
he's
I don't
good.
see him every day though.
I
That's
know,
what
but
I'm saying.
I don't understand that mentality. I get more. Sorry, I didn't mean to step. Go ahead.
No,
Elaborate more. I don't mean to step on your thing. It made me crazy.
No, I just like I'll hear the laughs per minute that guy gets,
LPMs.
and I'm like,
Alex just perked up.
and it just it reminds me like you don't write enough at all, and it makes me sad for that one, and two, it's just the guy's getting older, and like there's a part of me that was like, fuck man, he's looking older these days, and I'm like, but we're not
Because he takes such good care of himself. You'd think
he's not going to be around forever, and it's just like fuck, man. And it's funny because I was watching Natural Born Killers today from
funny.
your thing, and I was watching Rodney, and I was like, God, even at his old age, he still had that perfect like fucking timing.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, look at me. What am I gonna do here? And then he would like just deliver the fucking punchline. Like, do you remember Ladybugs? When he's like,
I haven't seen it in forever, but yeah.
the guy dressed like a girl, the boy gets hit in the balls, and the nurse is like, just show me where it hurts. And Rodney like breaks the fourth wall. He's like, huh, if he shows her where it hurts, we're gonna need a nurse for her. But it hits it like so, like, because as he got older, he hit more bass to his voice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just, all of those fucking guys, like Rodney. And I said this to Mitchell, and I'll stand by. I think Attell is, I'd put him up against any comic. He has the strongest openings of any comic.
Yeah.
Like, it just fucking fascinates me. But
I don't know. Does he pull beers out of his pocket though? That's a pretty good.
Oh no,
he does some proppy stuff, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Did he do? Remember last time with the parking mat when he had him put up the parking mat? That was so fucking funny, dude. I was who would have thought of that? Like, wow, it was so meta. It was great. The guy said, "I parked here," because he had that whole projection of the fucking parking thing. I was like, "Holy fuck, that was brilliant."
Oh God! And then
it was like a multimedia experience.
He pulled out he did the same thing. He did different jokes though.
Yeah.
Then he pulled out a recorder and he would play it, and he's playing it, and then he stops and he goes, "Maybe we should pull the map up so people know how to get out of here." But yeah, dude.
Did he do the foggy night?
No.
Oh
no.
yeah, that's great. He did it last time. He didn't do it this time. So
that's what I mean. I
can't believe that was fucking 2019. We saw him. That seems like it was last summer.
Yeah,
that's so weird.
That's what he said. That was the last big trip that he took, was coming out to the coast. He goes, yeah. He goes, he's like, I'm in Irvine. He goes, this is the first plane ride I've had in 2 years.
Wow.
And he goes, yeah. He goes, I won't do it. But anyways, he had a joke on it, but it was just like, God damn, dude, like 2 fucking years. And like, I heard some of the stuff that he did at our show, but a lot of new shit.
Yeah.
But more older shit than what I'm used to from him, just because he's always writing
like
new
kind of
shit.
like retreads?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I realized, I was like, oh, maybe like these guys have to tour now. Like, because it's been 2 years where they haven't gotten work. And dude, like 75% of his show was fucking brand new.
Wow.
And it's just like,
he treats that like we treat a Mike. Isn't that
does.
He comes and he runs new shit.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
That should be at that level. Where it's like you still know it's going to crush, but it's like that's the most base level it's going to be. It's just going to keep getting funnier the more like they fucking add to it. It's like,
that's the only reason it made me sad too, is just because it's like, fuck, like these guys are going away. And I hate it. Like when Rodney died, I remember I cried because it was just like, that was my childhood. Like that was what I connected with my grandpa on, where he's just like, you know, all of his fucking.
He died kind of young too. Was he in his 60s?
Speaking of taking care of yourself,
I don't feel like he was that old, man.
even more so than like Carlin, because it was just like Rodney kept that kind of dirty old man demeanor.
Plus, he came into fame later.
He died at 83.
Oh, was he? Okay. All right.
He lived a good life.
Yeah.
And everybody could love Rodney. Because he didn't take a political stance on it.
Yeah.
It was just, I bet you're a
He
lot
was
of
such a
woman,
one-off.
huh?
It was like, he was a fucking institution. You know, he was just one of those guys that was like fucking John Wayne or something.
When we were watching that video of Dice, and you asked that question, you go, what the fuck is he wearing? It was like a tank top.
Oh, and I know
suspenders,
the fingerless gloves and shit. He's a fucking maniac.
He's still hilarious though.
Never even mind what he said, but just like, you look at him, you're like, what the fuck is he wearing?
Yeah, he walks around it all the time.
I fucking John Barrymore.
I get more depressed. I swear to God, when I see like guys that I've started out with that got so much more fucking funny, and I feel like I haven't. It's like Attell doesn't even bother me because he's been around forever, and it's like he's risen to that level. Mm-hmm. So that does, but it's more like my own peer group that I feel like have gone past me, that I watch at mics or shows, and they're just fucking like killing. I'm like, this guy sucked 2 years ago, and he's like so much fucking funnier now. And then I'm like depressed. That beats me down way worse than like anyone like Attell. That's my
Really?
I have like a local fucking level. It's like, fuck, man, I can't
That's
do
fair.
that.
That one hits harder because it's like, oh, you guys, there's like literally no excuse. It just either is like,
we were all at the same
popped.
level at one point, and I feel like they've just gone past. I'm like, fuck me.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Trevor Wallace, who's fucking crushing it. But like, we literally did the same show at the same time. Like, we started around the same exact time, and he's obviously just fucking massive.
Yeah.
And I live in an apartment with my brothers.
You're in Sherman Oaks. It's a nice apartment.
It does
You're right near Ventura Boulevard. You're doing all right.
Yeah, it does the job.
Yeah. It's not
There's a nice porta potty outside now. It's good.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's for any of the time you guys play your bits back and your neighbors can hear it. They come run out there and throw up and shit.
And shit.
You know who got Jonathan Galliano put that show on, and he was on it. He was terrible for a long time, and he got way better. He's like, that guy got funny. That's always always fun to see when someone stinks and then they get funny. And it doesn't happen that often. It's not an often thing.
No, watching him on that show too, I was like, oh fuck, this is awesome. This is really good.
Because I hadn't seen him in a while, and there was a time where he come to mics and you kind of dreaded it. Because it was like, there's not going to be a punchline for a long time. He just kind of told stories that went nowhere and were mildly amusing. Or like, listen to this crazy story. It's like, there's no punchline. But now it's like, fuck, that dude fucking came around. Someone else did too. Who else?
Jonathan Galliano Johnson went down to the crossroads.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was, he's good. That guy's funny now.
I feel like that's rare, though. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people that have, like, made that.
It's usually, usually
that full
Do you remember when you first started out? Like,
yeah, I do.
What was...
Well, Eric, it was a long time ago.
I hate you so much.
2014. I was young. I still had a gleam in my eye. I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know the long, hard road. The 10,000 hours.
I didn't know. I saw him die.
Yeah, no, I was terrible. I was so fucking... It took the first 2 years was just getting over, like, the inescapable stage fright. I couldn't even... I couldn't hold the fucking mic. I'd swallow. I couldn't even get through a fight. It was horrendous.
The lighting, of course. The lighting.
What do you mean?
You're usually very particular about the lighting.
Oh, right, yeah. No, that's not...
This is back when both of his eyes were straight. I remember.
Yeah, it was. The lump was half what it is now.
It's like a
half of one of these. Half of one of these.
It's like rings on a tree. Like
Yeah,
each year,
exactly,
your neck
yeah.
grows a new lump.
Yeah. Fuck.
To you, lump.
God hates me.
No, the beginning
With
was
good
always
reason.
shitty, though.
Yeah, no, it was... I had a rough... It took me a long time.
So your first set, did you, like, memorize it all in your head? Or did you bring
I
paper?
obsessively... every fucking... Like a fucking mammoth play. Every single fucking word. It was like... Dude, I knew it backwards and forwards. It was so... And then I look back, and it really wasn't that bad. I look back at that bit. It was about fact checks, and I fucked... Didn't go over great at the West Side Comedy Theater.
Oh, yeah. They're very accepting.
And there was
out
plenty
there.
of fat chicks in the audience. But it was a real thing. It was an actual fat chick I was fucking. I gave her the privilege of letting me fuck her. So
those chairs would applaud if they could.
yeah.
Suffocating.
I just remember the whole crowd just like, oh, it was so like, I don't know. It was like a filthy bit. But there was structure and punchlines.
Do you remember any of it? Can you disclose?
I remember saying something like, "I like my women." Like when you go to the fast food aisle, there's like lean cuisine and whatever gourmet, and like I like the fucking hungry man's fucking portion of that's like she was gonna turn into a fast food, that's what she would be, the hungry man.
The
Something like
TV
that.
dinner type of lady?
Just with the huge portions and shit, like not these little fucking lean fucking 500 calorie meal. Fucking
See, I don't think that's a bad bit. I think when you first start out, you realize like a bit's not done. Like once you hit that initial joke, because now if you were doing that bit, you'd be like, I like a nice hungry man, not one of these lean, and then you would hit all angles of that bit where you would actually like work at a joke.
That's the only part I remember, but it's not great, but it's not as bad as some people's first bit. But a lot of people are way younger when they started it, and I almost say like studied comedy, but I was like a huge like fan, or I would hear comics talk about like structuring their jokes and their shit. Like I just kind of picked up on like the science, the art of a joke construct a little bit. So at least I had some idea. It wasn't like total. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember mine. My first set I ever did. My first open mic I ever did.
You mind?
Put some arsenic in it.
Father. Certainly not.
Dude, my first set I ever did, Sal's Comedy Hole.
I missed that fucking place.
Is it not still going?
I don't know.
Maybe-
If it is, I haven't heard nothing about it.
I think they just rent it out for like private things.
Yeah.
Like, I know people still do shows.
The cathedral height ceilings really help the laughter and the comedy. But there's something about that dank fucking room. There's certain like the shitty rooms that I just love for no reason. Like the Ha-Ha in that place and Echoes on Pico. I think that's gone. There's something about, I was talking to Ben Hurwitz. We gotta get Ben Hurwitz on sometime. I love that fucking guy. We were talking about it the other night about that me and him like loved. We started going down, sorry, I didn't mean to go down the side road.
You're good.
We started talking about all the shitty mics. And me and him loved it. We're like, she's like, yeah, I love that one too. I was like, it was a fucking shit, but I loved it. I was like, me too.
Yeah.
It was great.
No, I will say South Comedy Hall was definitely like the perfect shitty.
Yeah.
Especially first open mic. That is what.
Every time, the first time you go, you can't find it because it just looks like a pizzeria. It's way down this fucking weird hallway, and then you just go down, like the fucking Goonies. You go down in the basement, and there's this whole fucking other cavernous, rotten place. You know, stay to the right.
Cavernous.
All
and
we
dank.
serve here is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I remember I printed out a whole paper with like literally it looked like just one big essay, and I like
What's
almost
all Holmes?
Oh god. And I just almost read off the entire thing. It was fucking awful. I think there was about 3 people.
You held it
there.
up and read it?
No, I memorized it in my
Hear
head.
ye, hear ye.
Yeah,
But anytime,
unfurls.
anytime I would fuck up a word, I would look at my paper like obsessively and then like go back to say it was bad. I can't remember.
When was this? Was this before?
I do not want to say because it'll really make me look like shit in terms of how much I have not progressed. But my first solo open mic, I would say it was September 1st, 2012.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
But then I went back. I mean, I went back to college. Didn't really do any mics until I graduated. So that was like the first one, and then I did like one or two in between, and then eventually got out and started doing like the bringer shows of Los Angeles, which is always fun.
I forgot. I did one in 2012. I actually the first one I ever did was at Rainbow Room upstairs, and Lemmy was there at the fucking bar.
Oh, really?
Yep, it was on a Wednesday night, and it was horrendous. I bombed. The mic wouldn't work. The stage was like down. It was like downstairs on like that fucking dance floor, and everyone was up in the thing. It was fucking really. It was not conducive to laughter. I'll tell you that. But
Neither was your set.
no, it was horrible. I was so fucking scared. I remember all my friends because all my friends came because they're like, "You're so funny. This is gonna be amazing." And they came and they were just like,
Yep.
"Oh my god, like this is fucking horrendous." And I was like, "This is way different than like hanging out in fucking Bogues' porch and bullshitting." Who are these people?
That's always a big mistake. Is like you feel so excited for your first couple sets, you invite all your friends,
Yeah.
and then I had one colossal bomb at the Haha at Shaky Town when it was called Shaky Town or whatever, like the
Really?
old Haha. Yeah, they had a bringer show
I always
there
hear about that.
with our buddy. Offered me a writing gig afterwards, and I
He
literally
wanted you to write a suicide note.
no.
He wanted you to write your retirement.
By the time you read this, I will be gone having...
The world went and got itself in a big damn hurry.
He hung himself with his tongue and he put it on a nail.
Yeah. Maybe I'll even kill Alec, sort of like a bonus. My manager.
Having...
Don't ask
having
him to say-
leapt.
Don't ask him to say Shawshank Redemption either. Let me get my umbrella.
I just say, well, these aren't waterproof.
Sorry. Don't worry. It'll be my turn soon.
No, that's fine.
There it goes.
No, there's a comic who Rocha and I both know who, after I fucking bombed, I mean, I literally forgot my joke, waited a whole fucking minute on stage trying to remember it. And I'm saying, didn't say a fucking word. I'd invited a couple friends. There was this girl that I wanted to fuck. She came. And
She got fucked.
yeah.
In the ear.
She never did again after
yeah.
that fucking joke.
And then the comic that we know came up to me afterwards, like, hey, it just seems like you just didn't have, you had some good jokes in between, but like your writing wasn't there. If you want, I can offer writing lessons for $50 an hour.
Oh, yeah.
This motherfucker tried to shake me down for writing lessons.
Wow.
And I will never forget it.
Yeah.
But obviously,
They're out there.
But I bombed pretty bad, so I can understand why. But like, still, like it's. I mean,
The only ha-ha that girl got was when she said the name of the club she was going to that night. Decent.
yeah. That was my worst. Oh fuck! One of the worst bombs. I mean,
That's horrible. You feel so awful afterwards.
I feel disgusting.
It's an embarrassment. Like, you can't even...
My friend
like, your
still-
soul's ripped out. It really is, like,
Yeah.
hard. It's fucking hard.
My
It's
friend
so-
still brings it up to this day. He'll be like, he's like, I fucking went to your solo show, you piece of shit. Anytime I like ever give him shit, he's
That's
like,
worse than helping you move.
it really is. It really is.
You carry that one a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is scarring.
Some of them just roll off you, and some of them hit you so bad it's worse than like getting turned down at the prom for a dance in front of everybody. It's like
it's
that
mo-
level of like,
It's mortifying.
I want to leave this country.
Yeah.
Does a bomb change the longer you're in comedy in terms of pain?
It got
Depends.
worse for me.
I felt the same way.
It got
Like,
worse. The older I got, I seemed to have less of that like youthful exuberance where it was like, I'll get them next time. Where it's like, what am I fucking doing? Like I'm a fucking. That show in Long Beach, I wanted to fucking drive off a cliff on the way home. That was the worst, one of the worst bombs I've ever had. That's like top 5.
Was that after Fitzy?
Yeah, it
That
was.
show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because 50 was in. Yeah, it was in March. It was like a week later.
Yep.
I think it was like it was the next day. It was the next fucking day.
We both
Yeah.
went down because I went down to watch you.
Yep.
You bombed 2 days in a row?
Then you got. Well, it was a fucking meat. It was a hamburger hill of comedy.
I
Meat fucking
swore
grinder.
I got offered to do that gig because I went. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
up
went to
that-
see me, and then they gave him time. But everybody, it was just like, just no one made. Everyone just got halfway up the hill and just got fucking blown. It was horrific. It was like fucking Guadalcanal. Yeah, it was just hopeless.
I got some laughs and they offered me time. And
Yeah.
I said I didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
Because I was like, nah, once is good enough for me.
I kind of wanted to go back just to say fuck you, because they moved it inside and it was a little bit. And then the next time I went, I did like I sent in a recon team and we had some, and I got some. I'm like, okay, I know some shit I could, because they want to get like their balls busted because they're all just loud, rowdy like bikers and punk rockers and shit. Like they don't want to hear like
the only
knock
reason
jokes.
I got laughs. Is 'cause
Yeah,
it was like
yeah, you
just-
know how to handle that kind of shit.
just
Way
shit
more.
on them.
Yeah, I just know how to tell fucking jokes. I fucking stink like that. But
Do you?
Oh, dude, it was horrific. Oh, that was so bad. I just wanted to get down. I was just like, I don't want to fucking be up here, and I'm stuck up here. Like it's.
I think the worst one, the most mortifying one I've had, I think was we obviously Kill Tony.
That was my second
realm,
Kill Tony.
and then
I quit after that. I was like, I'm done. I'm never doing this again. I never want to go through that again. It
Well,
was
we had
so
a
bad. I think I cried after.
we had a regular spot. So
Did
we
you
had,
really?
Yeah, I cried after that Long Beach when I cried on the way home. I was fucking crying.
you
Oh
really?
yeah, dude. It was awful. I felt so bad that I let everybody down. Like I even like didn't even make my friends. That's what hurt the most. Like I was so bad. And I looked at all the comics and they were looking down like I was about to be fucking hung at a fucking in an old west.
first time.
I was coming up. I was coming up.
Double
soon.
news for me.
I was coming up soon, so I was going to get a beer, and I was coming up after you, I think, or no, there was another comic then after you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, "Fuck." All right, and I started to back up because I wanted to get a beer, and you made eye contact with me as I was going to the bar, and I was like, "Oh no, now
Yeah.
he's gonna think." And like I backed off like Lovitz and fucking The Wedding Singer, where,
Yeah.
or that weird lady in Batman Returns, where something's
Oh
wrong.
yeah, very 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 fast.
And
He married her.
I just escaped. Did he really?
Yeah, that's Lisa. What's her name? Lisa Marie.
So fucking yeah. I felt bad because I was like, no, I wasn't ditching. I just need to get a beer.
No, you should have.
And then I was like,
I sat down. I was like, comedy can't. Everyone just moved away from me. They all just like ran to another table, and I sat down. They like didn't want to catch any of my fucking stink fumes.
Yep.
you know what the psychology. You know what the psychology that is too though is you're done. And for me, like I didn't sit next to you because I was like, okay, I can't focus on that right now.
Yeah.
I gotta get up there and I gotta do my shit.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back.
Yeah.
But it
And
wasn't.
the worst, everyone's like, dude, you're going to get up there and cry. Everyone was like trying to psych me up so bad. I had so much like pressure because for some reason I was like the fucking savior or something. All those guys, just one after another, was like Cole, all those guys, like they were just, this crowd was giving us fucking nothing. Like even Cole, like mostly ate a dick. But like he didn't give a shit. He was just like whatever. He just did his shit. Didn't bother him.
Yeah.
But because dude, just everybody, you just couldn't get nothing because they were in the middle of like fucking, middle of some shitty bad religion song, and there's like record scratching, like, okay, here's comedy, and I was like, bah! Like they didn't even know they literally did not know there was going to be a comedy show. It was middle of the day on Sunday at like 5:00.
That's the
And
worst.
everyone was like mid, like perfect, like drunk level, like just like on like their fucking third Jack and Coke and just like loving it. And they cut it off and like here's dick jokes you didn't ask for.
Yikes.
So I fucking, and I hadn't been in front of like a hostile crowd in a long time. I was like so not prepared for that. I thought I was hot shit because I had like 3 good shows in a row or something. I'm like, I got this, and I got upstairs. I was like, ah! I was just fucking. Oh, I was just like, can a fucking satellite land on me, please, and just fucking something, a fucking assassin, somebody.
Rocha breaking through the second floor, falling on
I
top.
was outside. Son of a gun, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, first of all, the surprise shows are the worst. Like,
Yes.
if a crowd doesn't know that there's a show going on,
Yeah.
nothing worse than that.
I was so excited too. I'm like, this is gonna be awesome. And I was like,
No,
whoa,
quite the opposite.
no, woo. Yeah.
Dude, I think
You had stuck on the end of this. See, this is why you need a motorcycle so you can run out to shows like this.
Yeah.
And then that show happened. I was like, Yeah, I'm good with the Civic.
Yeah. Roach was like, please text me when you get home so I know that you got home.
Do you remember that? I did say that too.
Oh, no.
I was really worried about you.
No, Jesus Christ, then. Well, yeah, I wouldn't put it past me. You never know. Depends how much whiskey I had. That's a real fucking anchor when you're
Just
depressed.
one slight pivot of the elbow will
Yeah,
turn
I'm
you
telling
into
you.
the other
that
way.
was a long fucking ride. Holy shit, man.
Yeah,
Brutal.
you were not the same man. It took you months.
I remember
to get
this.
back.
That leveled me, dude. I was like, I can't do this. I stink.
I went through like the stages of grief when like you had died. Do you remember that?
No, I remember
Even I
because
was
this was a whole
pissed.
thing where it was like you were just out of you. It was like an Austin Powers. You lost your mojo.
Yes,
I felt
100.
I felt like Apollo Creed when I ran and you were Rocky just standing on the beach. And I was like, what's the matter with you?
And our nut hugger shorts, like testes almost hanging out. Those fucking things.
With Rib Taylor who had greased us up for that scene.
Yeah, the problem with yours is that it was later.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what bothered me so much. I'm like, this is still this bad now. I've been doing this thing's out there this big.
Like it doesn't get that better. Yeah, thankfully all of my emotional waterboarding was early. Like the Kill Tony phase for us was like right in the fucking beginning, which we had imagine that like your sort of level of bomb, but then you have to come back for the next 8 weeks.
Yeah,
and
at
do
the
that
store.
shit. Yes,
And on broadcast live. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a whole other element.
that we had people that would boo us before we did our set. Like, I mean, other comics.
sorry about
Can we get them on the show, please?
It's a lot of them. And then, dude, there was one time I had a fat fucking cold sore on my lip.
Oh, man.
And Tony's like, you have to come every week, otherwise you guys are done. So the one week I had a fucking fat cold sore. I put a Band-Aid over it.
Oh.
They didn't even give a fuck about our set. They're like, what's under your lip? And it took it like 10 minutes
Dude,
to just
that's
fucking get
fucking
it was
terrible.
I put it was bad, dude.
So what's under the Band-Aid, Mitch? Did you cut yourself shaving?
That's what I claimed, and they're like, bullshit, dude. And,
Who else was on there that day? Rogan?
No, thank God that wasn't Rogan. I actually did my solo set with Rogan. It was at 200, which might get canceled in the future, which I don't really give a fuck anymore. But yeah, no, I think it was 190 something that I had a cold sore. Because I remember
the episode. I was like, what are you talking? I thought you met people that were there.
Oh no,
I see. Yeah.
No, but like it was so bad that like we did
They took down the episode. That's how bad the cold sore was. No one should ever see this.
Looks like we accidentally deleted it.
But it was so
Wink,
bad.
wink.
It was so bad that like we tried doing a guest spot for Tony 2 years later in some fucking shithole town. I think it's Sacramento, and we're waiting to talk to Tony because we didn't tell him we were going to be there, and this guy comes in. He's like, "Oh, you're the triplets. Which one of you has a cold sore? Which one of you?" And I'm like, "Fuck, fucking damn it."
It's terrible, dude.
Yeah, it was not fun.
God damn.
So
That's a fucking rough.
yeah. Thankfully, we got that out early.
That's a hard situation.
I'll tell you, it was rough out there. I'll tell you.
I was doing Reservoir Dogs.
Oh,
gonna say,
that was my Rodney.
That much you can do shit your parents, jump in and swim. Still haven't seen History of Violence either.
I tried, dude. I was going to download it, but I couldn't download. When you rent it, you can't download it.
Don't you have a smart TV? I'll just get it on the
I was on the airplane. I was out of town.
Well,
You've
that was
been
just
back,
weeks
you
ago,
fucking
you
asshole.
fucking penis.
Well, then
the fucking movie's 90 minutes.
Then Ozark came out, so I was watching Ozark.
Blows on.
Yeah,
that show
there you
fucking
go.
stinks.
You don't like it?
Bloba Fett.
Why don't you?
Fucking piece of shit.
Why don't you like it?
It was such a Breaking Bad wannabe.
Yes.
It was it was what Family Guy was to The Simpsons. That's what it just felt like, a fucking cheap imposter. I couldn't even get through the fucking first episode. I'm like, I hate this. I wanted to like it. It was open. I like Jason Bateman. I just was not buying it.
I didn't hate it, but I definitely was like, this feels too much like Breaking Bad without being Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
like, I don't.
This won't be a shocker.
I
to you
could be
guys,
wrong.
but I haven't seen Breaking Bad.
I wish you'd
yet,
give me the
so,
shocker.
Of course, it's not.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad's overrated. It's not a bad show. I think it's overrated, personally. People put it up there like with the Sopranos in the top 5. Fuck no. It was a good show. It's not as good as people portend it to be.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just hadn't seen The Sopranos.
No, they had, and they put Breaking Bad up there like it's like even with this, it's good as the Sopranos. I'm like, no, I'm afraid not. It's not as good as fucking Mad Men. That's what
I
I'm
liked
saying.
Mad Men. I did.
You
watch
would like
Mad Men.
Breaking Bad. It's good. You like it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like
good.
the same thing.
Yeah,
but,
it's pretty good. The last episode was cool, and that the whole gimmick with the
I
trunk.
didn't see all of Mad Men.
Oh, it was great. It's
Oh,
good.
you didn't?
The first
thought you would
season
want-
You
is,
can ruin it if you
dude.
need
The
to,
first
I don't-
season is fucking slow. I almost quit myself. I blind bought. They had the fucking DVD box set on sale when I first got it, like my Blu-ray player, and they had it on Blu-ray, and it was like $20. I was like, fuck it. And I bought it, and I was like, I don't know. And then like once it catches on, like into season 1 into season 2, it's like one of the fucking best written shows of all time.
That's how
It's fucking
Sopranos was.
unbelievable.
Sopranos took a little while
Yes,
to warm up.
I hate it.
and
I
then-
quit. I got like the episode where Spider shoots the guy in the foot, and the guy and he goes, "It happens." I go, I'm done. I quit. I quit. Season 1, I quit. And I didn't start watching it until because no one would shut up about it. And I finally started watching it again, and then it grew on. That first season stinks.
Yeah, no, it definitely gets a lot better.
Yeah.
I always tell people if they haven't watched, I'm like, just get through the first season.
Yeah.
Keep rolling.
First season of almost any show is fucking tough.
But they're figuring everything out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Roseanne was a real good one for me. I remember watching the first seasons of, or like first episodes of Roseanne.
Yeah.
They were fucking terrific.
Remember the first two yeah, a little more, thanks. Remember the first 2 episodes, there's a different DJ, and there's one shot where they're having dinner, and they framed the kitchen out too wide, and you could see the boom mic in the fucking shot, and I was so fascinated by that when I was like fucking 10, yeah. I was like, oh my God, you can see the mic! I was like, it was so crazy. Or like they didn't format it right for like the TV, and the shot was too wide, you could see the fucking mic sticking in. Yeah, it was a different DJ. What happened to that fucking kid? I wonder like what his story is.
Probably killed himself.
I don't know.
Imagine the fucking money you missed out on.
No, God.
What do you think that made or DJ made? Just in the first
Michael
iteration
Fishman?
of it.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I
got to
have
be
no
touching
clue.
the millions, right?
Probably, I would think so, yeah.
Like
What's her name?
overall.
Darlene used to come in the bowling alley all the time, and I was just like so fucking starstruck. She was so nice too. And anytime she's like, I don't want to be in a pain in the ass, but like the people next to me are so. And I'm just like jump. I'm like, I'll build you your own fucking lane. I love you so. I'll do whatever the fuck you want. Yes.
What, people would just stare at her?
No, she would just be like, people next to me, like they got like 8 kids and they're like spilling shit everywhere, and they're just like walking out of my lane. Like, do you think like she wasn't even done yet? I'm like, I'll move you way the fuck down by yourself. I'll block off the other fucking. She's like, no, you don't have to do that. I'm like, no, you're fucking Darlene from Roseanne. I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking walk on nails for you. I loved her. She was nice.
She was funny too.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah, she's
shit.
great. Yeah, she used to come in. And Steve Carell would come in sometimes too, and I'd always put him like way down towards the end so like nobody would bother him with his kids. And he was just I just wanted to pick him up. He was just most adorable little man. He was like so like quiet and shy.
It's weird to think of him as a dad, but it also
I know.
makes total sense.
Yeah, and he was like he like loved his kid. He had like the cutest kids, and he was just like loved his. He just seemed like the nicest fucking dad. He was like all about his kids, and then he would go to pay, and he'd pull out, and he had a Velcro little wallet like I had when I was in 4th grade. And his money was all stuffed in it, and he would pull. It was all crinkled up, and he would like put it on the counter. And it was like these crinkled up like 20s and shit. I was like, "What the fuck
Jesus
is your deal?"
Christ.
I know.
Fucking
But-
people.
I know, but he was like a sweet. He seemed like a nice guy.
Is that the
quiet,
best?
shy.
Is that the best? What's the best celebrity interaction you've had?
Al Pacino. Well, it was terrible, but I did meet him there and got a picture with him. It was
At
before
Pins?
I worked there. Yeah, Pins. Yeah,
I remember this
before I
story.
worked there. Yeah, it was horrific.
Is that when he drove? Is that the one?
No, he was just my buddy. My old roommate worked there. Dude, we were eating in fucking. We were in Northridge at a fucking at a Sizzler. I still remember. My buddy was in from like out of town, and he like texted and he's like, Al Pacino show, get the fuck over here. And I was like, get the fucking chat. I was like, because he was in there like once before, and I was like, get the fuck. He's like, yeah, fucking Al Pacino was in there. It was like middle of the day. There was like no one in there either, and he was in the arcade. He's like, he's in the arcade, and I was like, I'm gonna walk in this arcade and fucking Al Pacino's gonna be. It was like I couldn't like handle it. It was nuts, like with his kid. And then he had a suit that was fucking filthy. It was like a size and a half too big for him. It was like a fucking like a suit jacket and suit pants, and then like a wife beater shirt under it. I was like, what the fuck is he wearing? He looked like and his hair was like, he looked like a fucking homeless. I swear to you, he looked like a homeless guy. He was a fucking mess. He looked like a homeless maniac. I was like, Jesus Christ.
But that's
And
also.
I was like, can I bug you for birthday? He's like, all right. It's fine, nothing to do with it. And then the famous, I was like, I'm going to see Dog Day Afternoon tomorrow. They're showing it at the New Beverly. And he goes, great. And just walked away. And I was like,
that
My
part.
God.
oh no.
That part I've heard. Great.
Scent of an asshole. Oh, that was fun. Even my friends were like, oh, why did you say that? I was like, I don't know. I was freaking out.
Oh, God.
Great.
I swear to God, he goes, great. It's fun. I don't know what I expected him to say, but like, wow, awesome. I can't tell me how you thought it, what you thought about it.
Hey, I was in that.
Yeah. Yeah. I rewatched, man, that is a fucking, I'm not going out on a limb, but like, what a fucking amazing, I mean, it's like so aged because it's so old, but it's still like fucking so entertaining. It's just so fucking. I forgot how funny. It's fucking hilarious. I was laughing at it like it was a comedy. I'm like, it's a fucking funny movie, dude.
You watch that movie and you can feel like heat. Like, just because everybody is so sweaty
I know.
and greasy in that movie, you're like,
it's so New York.
It's so hot. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's brutal.
I fucking love that movie. It's so goddamn good.
Sal?
Yeah. It's like how bad they fuck it up in the beginning. The guy leaves. I gotta go, Sonny. I can't do it. He's like, well, what are you talking about? We're in the middle of a robbery. He's like, I gotta go.
I balk that man there, he bites.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, Mikey, give me the keys.
Like a Long Island Jew.
I know. It's good. If you haven't seen Dog Day Afternoon, watch it. God damn it. There's so many actors always cite that as the movie that got them into acting. There's like a million fucking
I remember, I remember reading Oscar Isaac interview, and he said that he watches that a couple times every year.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Still.
Yeah, that's
What's it called? Dog Day to Doom?
Dog Day Afternoon.
Oh, Dog Day Afternoon.
I know. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
There's History of Violence, Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Love
it doesn't matter because you don't watch them.
Why
Why don't you fucking watch it? Here we go. Take a nice deep breath of excuse. What's the reason? You still fucking do that stupid
watching
thing with
movies.
your hair.
I don't like
where
watching
you look
movies.
like the candle from Beauty and the
It's
Beast.
this fucking head. It's his
and then you
headset.
won't fucking watch what? No, it was like that before the headset was on.
I just don't like watching movies.
What a reference.
No shit.
You don't really? You seem like
I
a
would.
movie guy.
I like shows are shorter. I'll do shows.
You like stupid things. That's
That's
why your
true, too.
mind's fucking poisoned.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I read your joke book, and it's like fucking. Every time I read it, it's like when what's his name?
Necronomicon?
Yeah, that's where I was going
Get sucked
exactly.
into it.
Fucking.
Ghosts come out of it and shit.
I had to mumble your
And they go,
punchlines.
boo,
Yeah.
when they fly away.
I had to mumble a few of your punchlines so as to not wake any dead.
Yeah. All the storm clouds come rolling in.
A day do we
There are bats in here. The vampire bats.
I know
They
you
suck
read
the
it.
funny out
You
of
read my. I know you read my notes recently at the last mic we went to together. You read my
Did
notes.
I
already.
write anything on them?
No, I don't think you did.
Okay, damn it. You came back early because I
No,
wanted to.
I had the pen in my pocket. Yeah,
He wanted something else that was in your pocket.
always.
How have you been liking it going solo?
It's nice. It's free.
When's the last time you went up? Couple weeks ago?
It's been like 2 weeks
No.
with Roach. It's been good. I mean, it's nice to like just say whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's not like it doesn't have to be coordinated. It just can be like, all right, well, let's just try it out. It's more of a fuck it mentality, which is great.
Totes.
Yeah, obviously, still getting the hang of it. Still get my solo feet.
Well, at least you're getting up regularly.
Bearings.
Jesus Christ. It's 2022 and the guy hasn't fucking been up yet. There are less mics though, so I can't give you that.
I do like the fourth. I will say I didn't realize how much I missed Fourth Wall because like it is like no matter what, anytime you go in there, it like because
You're the only person to say that.
I know, I know, but like there's definitely. I think because we've taken a break, I've missed the community aspect of it. And no matter what, every time I step in there, I just think of like either the old times, like before all the renovations, and it just
She
like
reminds me of the old days. I'm back in New York.
Like,
it's
it's like,
no
okay.
Kill Tony.
oh fuck, yeah, don't miss that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like at least right now I'm like more excited to go to the mics. You know, you go there for a purpose. Like obviously you're burnt
do
out.
Hollywood comedy is great. I love that.
That is a good mic.
Are you being
That's
serious?
it. Yeah,
Yep.
it's Melrose and Vine.
It
It's
is.
good. It's my favorite one. It's the most fun, best hosts. It's run properly. It's not a fucking mess where people just wander in wherever the fuck they want and leave. And
Well, I want to try and
People are going to be good. Not get carried away.
we'll see. I might try to hop on. I mean, March tentatively. I want to do maybe Vinny's show. I got to get my shit ready.
Yeah.
What do you
Solo.
mean tentatively? You can't deign to do a show or not. Fucking do the show.
yeah,
I mean, yeah. I'm down.
Yeah, do it.
do the job,
it or
Gal.
don't.
Do the job, Gal.
Yes, yes, yes.
You're gonna turn this opportunity. Yes, you gotta see that too. Sexy Beast. That's the
Yeah, I
third
was
we're
gonna
gonna
say,
watch.
fuck.
These are good movies. You're gonna fucking be more of
Which one was
a
that?
well-rounded man. Sexy Beast with Ben Kingsley.
Okay.
Yes, you will.
I remember seeing it in the theater, and I saw that like the
Wow,
same
really?
week. Yeah, it was that and like Mulholland Drive in the same week, and I was like, wow, this is a fucking hell of. It was 2000. That was a hell of a year. Yeah, both those movies just like floored me. I was like, holy shit, man.
I don't think I've ever heard of Sexy
God
Beast.
damn. Ben
It's fucking
Kingsley.
awesome. It's
Ben
awesome.
Kingsley's fucking.
It's weird, and it's just sort of like British crime film.
The
He's a savage in that fucker.
The soundtrack of that movie is weird.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just really. Yeah, that guy never really made a good movie after that. It's a bummer. What's his name? Jonathan. Not Glazer. Is it Glazer? It might be Jonathan Glazer. I think that might be his name.
Let me see.
He made that weird one where Gary Oldman plays like the midget or whatever, but he's not a midget. It's some fucking bizarre. Yeah, I don't know.
Sexy Beast is now a show on Netflix, by the way.
Is it really? Is it a series?
With Don Logan?
It's about it's a furries dating show.
Oh, god damn it. How dare they take that title?
Sexy Beast, right? That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Why is
Ben
it
Kingsley
It's not
and,
even coming up.
Ray Winstone. It's fucking awesome. Great cast.
It's so hot.
Sweat. Long day. Wow, shit. Oh.
Jonathan Glazer,
Oh,
you all right?
toilet. Wow.
Glazer.
Those fucking On-It pills are working. Speaking of Joe Rogan. They're $70 a bottle.
Although
Holy shit.
2001.
Oh, it's 2001. Okay. Oh, then wait, that can't be right. No, the Mulholland Drive maybe came out in 2001. It came out in 2000. I don't know.
They were close to each other, though.
I thought they came out like I swear they were
Although
like
this
a week
one
apart.
says a British... Wikipedia says a 2000 British psychological black comedy. Release date on this says 2001. So I don't know what it is. You could be right.
Yeah. They do that
Anyways,
sometimes.
yeah, that's a good movie to not see.
Nazi? Why? You don't think it'll...
I'm being
Oh,
sarcastic.
got it. Got it.
That's how
I
long.
thought you were making. I was waiting for like a Nazi joke. I thought you were
That's what
trying to
I
do
I
some
almost
kind
did.
of,
Yeah, I almost did.
Nazi.
Even I didn't go for that one. I was like, that fruit was so low, I kicked it. And that's pretty bad for me. You know, I'll go for anything.
You'll go for anything. That's true. I'll add it to my list.
Why? Why?
Start with History of Violence is 90 minutes, dude. It's fucking banger. Just get up like a Sunday morning when you don't feel like getting out of bed and just fucking put it on. You got a TV? Do you have a smart TV where you can get?
I don't have a TV in my room.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't help.
Yeah, no,
You got a laptop?
I have a laptop.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
What's in there?
But
I
if there's any...
Let's give him all the ways to not do it.
If there's any sort of... any sort
Eric's
of
got a
excuse
projector.
not to watch it.
Yeah.
Like if there's like if I had to rent it, I'm not gonna watch it. Like
$4.
any sort
I'll
of...
literally Venmo you the money. It's $4 to rent it.
It just happened to be at the time that when I wanted to watch it, I would have downloaded it on my phone and watched it on the plane.
I get it.
But
What's happened since? I text him once a week to remind him. I go, find me a chick and watch History of Violence.
I am working on the chick.
Thank you.
My chick has been out of town, so I'm working on that. She's coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
So
a classic.
We should be able to work something for you. But, you know, the Persians, they like a long haul sort of thing.
Oh, I know. I'm down. I'm fucking ready, dude.
Yeah.
I love Persian chicks.
Yeah, they are great.
I talked to this chick until 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. I talked to her on Tinder. She was a fucking super cute nerd. She was like 38. And she was all into like, and then we got into like conspiracy shit. And like, she's in all this like crazy UFO stuff. And I was like, oh my God, we were talking like Bob Lazar and shit all night. And I was like, this is amazing. And then nothing today.
And then you saw her
Nothing.
age? Oh.
No, she looked good. She looked younger than her age. But she was fucking, I was like, holy shit, this chick's awesome. And we were like really fucking hitting off. Just nonstop. Just there were like walls of text and shit. Nothing. The next day. Nothing.
You know why? She was bored that night. You filled the
No,
void.
I saw her Instagram. She hosts a fucking podcast where she talks about like UFO and UFO conspiracies. I'm like,
Oh.
you don't even know about the Black Knight satellite, bitch. I'll tell you all kinds of fucking crazy UFO shit. Your little ass doesn't even fucking know. While we're fucking, I'll just be like, Bob Lazar and shit. Like,
I mean, that is like a little too much. Like, I like indulging in the conspiracy theories, but when you're like, when you have a podcast devoted to that shit,
I love it.
then
I
it's
want a
little
weirdo like that. That's my kind of fucking weirdo.
I will
not
say-
one message the next day.
I
I'm
will
like,
say-
what the fuck is going on out here? Go
Luke,
ahead.
that is not any of her friends.
What do you mean?
They're not that sort of weirdo. Like, they're not going to be able to...
When you get your buffalo really going, you sound just like the senator from Godfather 2. I gotta find out what the hell happened here.
We had a sworn affidavit.
We have it.
That you
It's
murdered
here.
on the behest of the Corleone family. That guy rules.
That's another one. Did you see Godfather 2?
I've seen Godfather. Yes, I've seen all the
Don't act
Godfather.
like, oh, I've seen
I've seen
Godfather.
all of them.
Oh, fuck you.
I've
You
watched
haven't
them
seen
a
it.
ton.
You
I know
fucking
exactly
well
who you're
didn't.
talking about.
Yeah?
It'd be good. Then you'll get half the references on the
Good.
show.
Okay. Then why? Okay, hang on.
Quiz time, buddy.
Why in the world then?
I actually like Godfather 3. That's,
Good.
I think it's
really?
underrated.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you if you don't shut your fucking. If you don't shut that hole in your face. Okay.
Boys out there.
Okay. Why then? Okay, what did Michael do that day? Then he came in with Frank Pentangeli. What was going on surrounding that whole situation that we were talking about? Better yet, let me ask this: who the fuck?
Okay, I don't know it that well.
Okay, so why?
It's been a couple years since I've watched.
It's been a couple years, but I've seen it. I have seen it. We're not talking about this. Is a major fucking plot point.
Okay.
Okay, so why didn't Frank Pentangeli, Frankie Five Angels, why didn't he testify against Michael at the Senate
scene.
Commission?
And the famous scene where he walks in when he has his hands up.
I don't remember.
Okay, don't you ever fucking go.
I've seen the movie.
Godfather 2, okay? I've seen it, really?
You guys have...
No, it was
big.
on and you were in the fucking room is what happened.
I've watched it.
You were on fucking playing with your pee-pee or whatever the fuck you're doing, spiking your hair up.
You guys have an autistic
Be
level.
our guest, be our guest.
Staring at a blank notebook page for joke writing.
You guys have like an autistic level.
No,
of
that's
memorizing
not an
movies.
autistic thing.
You guys, okay, yeah, but you guys know movies so fucking well.
No, that is not the case. Not in this situation. Absolutely not.
I don't have a good memory in general.
Okay, so let's blame that one. No, that's not.
I don't either. I don't remember that.
That's not the case.
I literally
Do you remember?
take on it. Of course I do.
Okay, well.
It's
It's a major plot point.
I'll give you the only like slight thing I can do in your favor is it's a hard to follow movie. It's not very well. It's not a very well like clearly told story. I've seen it 78 times, and there's still things I don't understand.
I'm trying to remember which one was Frank.
But
like,
that's
I don't
a pretty
remember the
major
face. One. Yeah.
He said, Michael Corleone said this. Michael Corleone said that.
Oh, that
And
I remember.
said, yeah, sure, why not?
Yep. I don't remember why, though.
Why didn't he testify against him?
I don't remember.
Because they bring.
I know that.
They bring
part
his
I remember.
brother, and he takes one look at his brother from Italy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The guy doesn't get one line of dialogue in the entire movie. The brother,
Yeah.
nothing. He looks like, what the fuck are you doing? And the guy leaves. That's it.
Yeah. That part I remember.
Between the brothers, Mitchell. Boy, that
See,
line's
yeah.
got some
Okay,
double
now-
entendre.
Yeah. Unknot your tongue, you little prick.
I'm not good. I have a bad memory. Like on
That
any
is not a
fucking-
memory issue.
I'm just saying. It's been a couple years.
That's, again.
Listen, it is what it is.
You should
Okay.
watch it.
It's one of the
All right.
5 movies I watched.
What about the first Godfather? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw James Caan the other day.
That's
you?
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
I did. He looks good. His face looks good, but he was in a wheelchair.
He's old as fuck.
But he's also 80.
He does not sound or act his age. When he's on podcasts and shit, he's so sharp and fucking cool. He's funny, dude. He's a ball buster. He's great.
Yeah,
I love him on there.
For his old
The guy, like, it just makes fun. He just yells at the person for making him have done the podcast. It's so fucking great. What the fuck did I hear him on? And he was busting the guy's balls the whole time, but it was really fucking funny. I think I was sending you and Jordan like clips from it. That was a couple years ago.
Yeah. I was
All right.
debating.
I was lucky enough to be on set with James Caan several times.
Oh.
And he is a funny mofo. And all he did was bitch and want to go home. It was fucking great.
Okay.
On Las Vegas.
Mitchell, I have a question for you. Okay? In the first Godfather,
Okay.
Waltz did not want to give the movie.
Who? Wait, hold on. I legitimately didn't hear what you
Mitchell, please leave.
Waltz, what was his name? Mr.
Waltz.
Waltz.
This
Mr. Waltz.
guy's
Mr.
Waltz.
Waltz
Waltz
from
is
the
his name.
studio.
said. Jack Waltz.
Okay, Jack Waltz. There we go. Maybe he'll get this. Why did Jack Waltz... Okay, what happened that Jack Waltz gave Johnny Fontaine the movie? What happened?
Oh, they cut his horse's head off and put it back.
Yay! Okay, good.
Okay, that's like straight up iconic
That
shit.
is the same fucking kind of plot point.
No, it is
yes,
not.
It is.
Absolutely
yes,
not.
it is.
No.
It's Frank Pentangeli's brother
Everybody
coming in.
fucking remembers
It's
the
same,
horse's head.
It has the same fucking...
I don't think it does.
It has the same kind of like, yeah, because that sparks the line, it's between the brothers, Kay.
Yeah. It's not as famous, but it's close.
It's not as famous.
Same ballpark. I watched this old movie Parker with
Paul Newman.
from '66 with Paul Newman when he plays this dude. There was a run from like the mid '60s to the mid '70s of like hard-boiled detectives with one name titles: Bullet, Parker, Clute, and I think there's more that I haven't found yet. But it's just like there was like a thing. That was like a genre back then. But the Waltz's fucking house from The Godfather's in it.
No shit.
Yeah, the fucking people's house. I'm looking. I was like, to the lounge in the pool. I was like, that's fucking Walter's house from the Godfather. I looked it up and like, it used to be Marion Davies' mansion.
Okay.
Thank
so last one. I promise, last one. All right.
Poor Mitchell. He's
Who
sweating.
Who was it that
I feel
betrayed?
like I'm on Kill Tony again.
Who was it? And we can't say
Mitchell, you need to watch The Godfather.
Who was it that betrayed the family in the first Godfather? We'll go to the end.
Fredo was later. It's not Fredo.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint.
No,
he was always smarter. He won.
You're right. He won't.
I'm just bad with names.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Tell Mitchell it was nothing personal. I always liked him. Oh, where were you? Oh, you know, I forgot to make the fucking reference, and I was so pissed. We were hanging out at Fourth Wall. There's that smashed up car. There's some weird smashed up fucking car with the airbags out.
I already know what you're
all
going to say.
fucking destroyed in the parking lot. And my bike kept
what was
parking
this?
next to it. Well, that was an accident, but nobody was hurt. That's all I can think of. I forgot to make that. I was so pissed. You left, and I was like, Eric, come back! Ah! Wait. I still. That's another scene. It's like, what is that about? What the fuck is going on there? There's like a blown up car with no explanation. And she goes, what happened there? Oh, well, that was an accident, but nobody was hurt. And all the goons kind of like, ooh, they laugh. I was like, what? There is a lot of weird shit in Godfather.
All right.
I don't remember.
It was fucking, oh, God. It was Tessio.
Tessio.
Oh,
Abe Vigoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name.
Can you get me up?
The only names that came to my mind were Clemenza and Luca Brasi, which those are the only names that even came to my mind. Okay. I don't remember the names.
How did Luca Brasi die?
This is probably boring the shit out of the audience, by the way.
Yeah, no,
we're probably on minute number 7 of this.
I don't remember.
This is the last one. Yeah, I remember that. Fucking Jesus. It's the same face I make when I come.
What?
They stab him in the hand and then they fucking choke him with like piano wire.
Remember his
Again,
tongue's
I
off?
haven't seen it in a long time.
Okay.
I don't have a good memory, dude.
Dog Day Afternoon, History of Violence, and Sexy Beast.
We'll
That's it. A nice round 3.
I did see The Color of Money. It took a couple months, but I did see it.
Yeah,
Oh, did you?
I literally had to buy him the fucking movie and take the DVD out of the goddamn
I'll buy
thing.
you all 3 of these if
That's
you want.
what I had to do.
I'll do it. I like movies that much that you don't know what classics you're missing out on. They enrich your life so much.
The real bitch of it is I was like, why don't you come over and we'll watch it? I don't like watching movies with people.
That is true. I don't like watching.
Fuck up,
I don't
Mitchell.
like watching movies with people.
You just.
I can't
I
pay
hope I'm
for
wrong.
that. I like going by myself.
So here we go. History of Violence. I'm writing them down.
Dog Day Afternoon. I guarantee you will love all
I like
3 of
how
these.
you said, he goes, I'll add it to the list. He said that like months ago. I'll add it to the list. Now this is the famous list.
We'll keep reading on it in like a year. Someday you'll thank us
Dog
for doing
Days
this.
of Afternoon?
Dog
Days of Afternoon, yes.
He's young. He doesn't know.
Yes.
He's not in the 70s cinema.
How old are you?
29.
It's not that fucking young.
I know.
We just.
But I was a film. I saw it when I was like
never watched movies
19. Yeah,
I never watched movies film. Like
I didn't get into movies until I was like later. I was like fucking 18, 19, 20. That's when I went to fucking film school. And I was like, oh my God, I missed on all this shit.
what else? Any other
Just
ones?
those 3. Sexy Beast, Dog Day Afternoon, and
just
History
do
of
those.
Violence. Yeah.
Just don't do those that you wrote down.
It'll take 6 months to do it, but I will do it.
So outrageous. Oh my
That's
God.
the most offended
I
ever
get
heard
so
Eric.
mad.
I don't have a lot of like.
But that's like if he told me to watch like the Super Bowl. I mean, he's not as into movies as we are.
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
but you've gone to Super Bowl parties. I've been there with you.
That's one night. That's one day.
But
Yeah, I'll tell
I
you
just
this,
went
though.
to hang.
The one night he fucking
Eric, I changed the old Roachmeister's life.
He really fucking did.
What?
Oh, I would not.
I was like, Mr. Destiny, Eric, won't you come over and do it for 4? Do the mic tonight. Let's go over there. It's right on the street, Eric. I can't do it now. Close my eyes. You do better, Michael. Mike, okay. Eric does it better, Michael Caine. Tonight. I can only do profound Michael Caine. That's it. I can only do yelling Robert Duvall. I'm very limited. in my scope. Sorry.
In Buffalo, Luke had.
Yeah, you can do conversation.
In Luke's throat, there was a lump the size of a tangerine.
One day I saw a couple men kicking it around the 4th floor.
a comic with a lump in his
Yeah.
in his throat, the size of a tangerine.
Yeah. Some men just want to watch a throat blow up.
But why do the executives keep airing the floor as lava? Some men have no morality. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
So
Buttons.
I think I've kind of heard this story before.
it's funny to think of now, but that day really did change my fucking life.
Telling you. That's what I'm here for,
weird.
folks.
That is so
Hang out with the
fucking-
Lukester. All your dreams will come true.
That did so much more. Like I will never realize how much. Well, yeah, never.
Listen, when you hire me as a writer, then I'll consider it paid back.
All right. Yeah, you might have heard this, but I don't remember. Do you want to put
$50
this on
an
the-
hour.
Do you want to put this on the list?
I can put it on there
The
if you
stories that you.
want. Yeah.
So, I think we've even talked about this. I want to tell the story like Michael Caine for some reason. He wanted to do a set at Fourth Wall, and the Super Bowl was fucking going on. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dude, I know a party that's literally down the street. Let's go to that party. And I had placated him like, yeah, we'll go to this party and then we'll go to the mic. I had no fucking intention on going to that mic. I was like, fuck this, dude. We can go mic any day of the week. And again, this was before anything going on.
I think I know where this goes.
All right, yeah. So he is just fucking. He does that thing where when he's done with the place, and he'll just start shitting on it. Only to you though.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to stay there anymore. It's his way of getting you to like it's like a dog with a leash in its mouth. Like, go on, let's go.
He did that when he came to my parents' house.
Oh God.
I'm
So
kidding, Luke.
he's like fucking. He's like, yeah, I'll tell you this game. It's one for the books. And he would just say that out loud, and people would be like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, God.
Do you remember what teams were playing in that?
Oh, fuck no.
Hell
Hell
no.
no.
Oh.
There was,
yeah,
but
it's
there's
like
like
you
nowhere to
would.
sit. Like it was, all those people are like fun. Like they're
Trying to
nice,
set him up.
but it wasn't like there was too many people and there was just nowhere. Like it was like a big like college party almost.
It was
where
a
you're just, like-
massive fucking party.
yeah, and it was like a Sunday. I don't know. It was just like, and I think it was cold out.
I
right?
know
the
you
trombone player from Conan O'Brien's band was on there too.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
So, anyways, Luke just won't fucking stop. Game's over. We're drinking. We're eating. We're having some fun. Well, Dickhead wants to go. He wants to go to the mic, and I'm like, all right, well, dude, let go. And he's like, oh, okay, but if you don't want to get better, then that's fine.
Yeah, I was
just
fucking-
fucking
I'm
like
knuckling down on him.
and he's never like that. Like
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, because if I did that to him, he'd be like, oh, okay, here we go, Eric. Like
He does that
it
to
would-
me.
yeah, it's brutal. So I'm fucking. I'll go.
gonna keep bothering
He's
me,
gonna keep
bothering
bothering me. So
Calling.
so yeah, we go down to that mic, and who the fuck walks in? It's Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz walks in, and I remember the set, the lineup. I wanted to follow him. Like I somehow got following him.
Yeah.
Or was it?
I don't know.
Or
I
no,
can't
maybe
remember.
he closed the show. Anyways,
Was Steve Simone there with him too that night, or was that a different night?
no, it was Lee. It was Lee Syatt.
Okay.
So,
Steve.
anyways, fucking, it was Joey was there with Lee, and there were a couple other people that weren't like sports fans. And I remember there was this kind of gay looking kid. Obviously, it was there, and I just said, I go, you're not queer, and he's like, no, I know, right? And I go, yeah, don't talk when I'm talking. And Joey fucking lit up. And I was like, fuck, you'd be great at it. And he's like, yeah. And then I told him just all these sex jokes. I was just really fucking hammering it to him. And I had an amazing set that day. It was such a good fucking set. I can honestly say that. And then I remember walking by and sitting with you, I think. Yeah, I was sitting with you.
Yeah.
And fucking Joey gets up, walks out. Everybody's telling me good set there, And then fucking Joey walks by me and he's like, come walk with me, get a water. And he was just talking about your
chewing gum.
future. And I was like,
That's the very first time? Oh, I thought
No, that he said something regarding stand-up. We would talk about music all the time.
No, I was gonna say this is not the first time you've seen him, right?
No.
Okay.
He had been watching me for a while, and then next thing you know, we're poor little Lee's like just shuffling with me to get water. Joey gets coconut water. At that time, he was drinking a lot of coconut water. He goes, "You ever have this coconut water?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, it's good for you." He's
That
like,
stuff is disgusting.
"You want a coconut water?" And I was like,
it's gross.
Yeah. No, I'll just have regular water.
It's good for hangovers.
So we do it, and next thing you know, he wasn't like chatty with me like he normally would be, like when we talk about music and shit. He just looked at me and he was like, "I think you're really funny." And I was like, I looked at Lee, and Lee was like, "Where's this going?"
Yeah.
And he just said, he's like, "So I think we could work together. I'd like to put you on some gigs if you're interested. How many minutes do you have?" And I was like, and dude, that was like the fucking and I just went 7. And he goes, 7 minutes. Okay, you got 7 minutes. Okay, 7 minutes. That's fine. We can work with 7 minutes. And he's like, "All right. I want you to give Lee your number." Because in the beginning, wouldn't take my number.
That's great.
Just didn't.
So
Because
New
he
York.
was very, very, "You're going to give Lee your number?" And he looks over at Lee, and Lee's like,
Drops his phone.
he goes, "And we'll be in contact with you, all right?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "All right. Stay black." And he fist bumped. And then like a whole swarm of people came over and just started talking to him. "Thanks, Joey. What's going on, Uncle Joey?" And it was just so like that was when I called Lee, and he's like, "Okay, Joey wants you to sign up for this because," and this was when he was working on the Degenerates.
Yeah.
And
You inspired him. I
that
remember
was it. That led to my first episode of the Church of What's Happening Now.
Yeah. I remember
Then-
you texted me like just like random like chunks. He's like, "He likes me, wants to put me in the show, thought I was funny." I was like, "Oh my god, holy shit, are you fucking kidding me?" I was like fucking freaking out. I was like, "Get the fuck."
Yeah. Odd as
It was like getting a telegraph. Beep, 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 likes me. Beep, 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 beep. Thinks he's funny. Beep, beep, beep.
like at the post or ever the end of the post. "The Supreme Court has a decision. Judge Reinhold to read.
Yeah.
It is the democracy of the people."
See that again.
It was so funny because that
I didn't know it was Super Bowl Sunday.
never would have happened had
I fucking dragged him there kicking, screaming. He did not want to
I
go.
was so fucking. I was in a mood.
You were fucking
'cause
salty.
He was so fucking like, just wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
really rubbing
And
his
I
own
was
shit.
like,
I knew it was bothering him, so I couldn't stop. I have that.
you know how he gets like when he knows he's got me, and I'm like, "Why do you?" And I even go, "Why do you do this?" And he's like, and he like, "Do what?" Like, fuck you.
I think you might have even walked over. Like, "I'm not even going to do a set. I'm just going to walk over there with you." I don't know if I'm misremembering, but I don't even know if you were like going to fucking do stand up. I think you just walked over. with me.
Yeah, because the
might not
ending
even-
was weird because I remember they were like, "You're going up."
Yeah.
And then it was like, "Oh shit!"
I was back when it was still rows of chairs. It wasn't the fucking stage they have now. It was just it was like 4 rows of just fucking plastic chairs. I think you still signed up on a piece of paper, maybe even. I don't know. It was
had an old time bathroom change. But dude, and it just
can take the jokes behind
it. That altered everything because it was after that. Then it's so fucked up how it works too. Then comics started to respect me a little more. Like then it was like, "Hey Eric," like people that I didn't really know or people that didn't really acknowledge me. They started saying hi and all this other shit like that.
Yeah, the
certain people started asking you about working with him and at Scooterville.
the scent of success.
Some certain no-necked individuals. Oh god.
But it's that man, it completely changed isn't that weird though? There's those one fucking those one little
magic
moments.
eye. I can't help it.
Did you say magic eye?
Yeah,
Make laughter
yeah, black
disappear.
magic. Someone put a fucking hex on me. You will fuck my daughter, and I make your eye crooked for the rest of your life. Thinner. I'm going in tomorrow to get contacts for the first time.
Oh,
Or get like measured or whatever for them.
We're the reptile farm.
yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think
They work with chameleons all the time.
Yeah.
They put your fucking head in a cone. And they're like, oh, we don't need to do that. Oh, I'm so sorry.
We need to put two of them and tape them together. Like, are you here for the eye or the thing in your throat? You know, maybe one is causing the other. Like that.
What if when they squeezed it, your eye would fucking go straight? They just squeeze it.
I'll have to walk around with one of those grip clips from the set and just fucking stick it on there.
Hey guys, well, can we do anything about this? It's like, well,
Clamp
all we can
it.
do,
Yeah, to the old whack-a-mole.
really,
Yeah.
if we clamp it, his eye will point true north.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Decent.
It's a bowl.
That was.
Holy shit!
That was as good as my checking today. Solid.
Was it?
I was proud of that
Oh
one.
my
Slightly.
God, that was what I was on the phone with my mom and she started laughing. She's like, I had to send her the picture.
Best fan ever.
I was like, I don't.
Mrs. R.
Mrs. R.
I
She
go,
knows
I
good
can't-
comedy when she sees it.
I can't really explain this joke to you. You have to see it. I was like, I think he's the check king.
Stupid.
But yeah, that was the fucking. And then from there it just.
Is that 2 years ago? 3 years ago? 3, probably.
No, it was more than
Oh,
that.
yeah, it was
2
like-
years
this
ago,
like-
it was fucking pandemic.
2018, I think. That was a very Nick Nolte delivery you just gave right there.
Not
2
long
years
ago.
ago, that was
Was
a
the first-
pandemic.
Will you do the Kursic?
It's all fucked up, Kursic.
That's
No, Mr. Katie. Oh, he'd be on reproach.
Oh God, how fucking over the top is he in that?
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Counselor, come out wherever you are.
Yeah.
Which,
I love when somebody goes big. I always love that. I hate
Do you?
when people complain about that. I'm like, it was fun.
The only one that I can't stand, and folks, tell me about this, because am I fucking wrong here? How in the fuck are they even considering that piece of shit Jared Leto as anything but horrible in the House of Gucci?
Oh, I didn't see it.
It's fucking
sure.
abysmal.
Should
Oh
I-
my God.
Should I add it to my list? Or
He's awful.
No,
I
fucking-
dread seeing his fucking name in anything. He was good in Blade Runner 2. Because
Yeah,
they used him
he was
sparingly,
great.
and he was a subdued character.
I'm not even saying that he's a bad actor. In
he's
this,
just obnoxious.
In this, he is fucking. It is horrific.
what does he play?
He plays
Saxophone.
He plays.
Because they tried to like guinea everybody up. They tried to
That's
make
the
everybody.
problem of it. Is every time you fucking hear him, he's like, "I'm a Paolo Gucci. I'm the house of the Gucci,"
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
2 stinkers in a row from Ridley Scott. In one fucking year, he shit up the
Jesus
theaters with that fucking
Christ.
Duel and then fucking
Folks,
that fucking thing.
if-
Like weeks apart.
Listen, if you are voting for the academies and you're watching this podcast, how is it anything less than fucking horribly offensive?
Oh God.
It's like
The Academy
it's
Awards
like
they're
listening
such a
to
joke.
you guys fucking do Italian dialects. It's fucking awful.
I will say I did see a movie while we were on the vacation. I can't remember. Body of Lies. Ridley Scott,
Body of Lies. What the fuck is that?
Leo DiCaprio in Iraq.
What the hell?
It was not very good.
I don't even fucking remember. Ridley Scott stinks.
I'm a Paolo Gucci. You go see my movie, you love it.
You were so angry. He
it's-
went on a social media fucking assault against this guy.
No, I think Eric Rocha, he's a fat comedian. He no good. My fucking movie, How to Gucci.
I remember that fucking that trailer got a 0. It was so bad, and the whole theater was like, and it was like a really like if there was like comedy in the trailer, like, everyone would laugh, like people were like really reactive, and it was just a Licorice Pizza and that were the 2 worst fucking trailer reactions. A trailer
I didn't
ended,
see
you,
Licorice
you
Pizza.
literally heard people like, "What the fuck is that? That was terrible."
When you watch it, it's again. Al Pacino couldn't even fucking do
and
Italian.
its story's been done to death. We get it. The fucking Gucci's, they were rich and they were influential in the goddamn makeup fucking thing, and the guy got shot.
I really
The
was.
end.
I was really interested in the
Spoiler.
story, but when you watch fucking. Oh yeah, for 30 years down the line, when you're like, should I put this on my list?
Don't watch that one, Mitchell.
Yeah.
If I find out you watched that and not Dog Day Afternoon or History of Violence or fucking Sexy Beast,
No, Body of Lies had DiCaprio and Russell Crowe. Like, it had potential to be really good.
Oh, I vaguely remember that. What's that from?
It had potential to be really good, and it like led on to like
Yeah.
drama, and then it fucking
Ridley
just
Scott sucks.
face planted at the end.
One out of every fucking 12 movies is okay.
It had Leo
At
DiCaprio,
best.
Russell
He had
Crowe.
like 2 or 3 fucking classics, and it's just like De Palma, just like all these guys. They're so fucking overrated.
I like De Palma.
Yeah, it's like they catch lightning in a bottle like maybe fucking thrice. They make fucking 30 movies, like 4 of them are fucking awesome.
I'd have to see. I don't know what. I'm trying to
Scott
think of De Palma. No, Ridley Scott.
sucks.
I like De Palma though.
Mark
even the
Strong
ones-
and Oscar Isaac were in this as well. Like, it had potential to be really fucking good. And
Toads.
yeah, dropped off.
It's so crazy. I saw Oscar Isaac before he was in movies. Isn't that weird?
Oh yeah, you told me about that. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, it's something.
He was a good Romeo.
Yeah.
He was in Romeo.
Was
and
it
Juliet.
like a local play kind of thing?
It was Shakespeare in the Park.
Yeah.
So it was fun. I remember I stayed the night to get tickets for, at the time it was me and my boyfriend and I, excuse me. And I remember I was
Just don't say babe, please. Don't refer to boyfriend. Say babe.
I slept in the I was like, babe, I'm gonna sleep in the park.
Did you really sleep in
I
the
was
park?
like, babe, I'm gonna sleep in the park.
You're right near the brambles.
I know.
Oh my. Eric had no musculature.
Hey.
Sorry. Oh, you did. You were a squat. You had the squat record. What am I talking about?
Hey, who's washing golf balls? That's all you can hear in the dark. Is somebody hurt?
It sounds like someone's choking on one.
Somebody's moaning. Is somebody hurt over there?
Yeah.
Fucking, that'd be you, dummy.
Did you really slept over in the park?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
A lot of people do though.
No shit.
It's safe there because it's it's safe. I don't know now.
What time is the show? The next day is in the afternoon.
It's all the show.
Like, is it like? Do you have to hang out in the park a whole other fucking 12 hours?
And
before it comes
Justice
on?
for All. That's what that's from. Yeah, you basically. I remember I brought my little backpack. And this is what's so I fucking I hate it and I love it. I was talking with these homeless guys because they fucking sleep there all the time. So what they'll do
For experts.
is they'll sleep in line and then they'll sell their tickets to these fucking rich pieces of shit that just come over and they're like, I'll give you $50 for a day. And I remember I was standing next to one guy and I brought like apples and a bunch of fucking fruit that I had. I don't know why. I really into fruit stands and shit in New York. I don't know why. But
I'll get some fruit. Too bad you ended up like that.
Yeah.
Rocha!
really, I had cum shots all over me in the rambles. Papa! Some little twink. Papa!
I yelled Rocha like Papa, but you missed it.
So, so anyways,
Gato. I don't want anything to happen to him while our gym teacher is still alive. Sorry.
So, anyways, I remember I was staying the night there, and these homeless guys, like, I was like, all right, I need to keep my bag very close to me, and I like my wallet and shit moved to the front, all that stupid stuff. And then I was like, fuck this, and I grabbed apples, and I was like, hey, do you guys want some apples? And they were like, oh man, that'd be great, dude. Thank you so much. I remember like they fucking do, and then they were feeding like the animals and shit because like squirrels would come over there. And like they'd be like fuck, and I was like, oh man, like they're so dirty, like they like
Yeah, they
these
gotta
guys
ruin
just
everything.
didn't give a shit, and I was just like, fuck man, and they stunk. Thank God we were outdoors, but it was just like, oh okay. And then I remember like one guy was like 3 squirrels were fighting over one little cut up apple. And the fucking homeless guy was like, oh, come on, squirrels don't fight. Share. And I was like, who the fuck is this
all
idiot?
just ex-hippies. All of
Yeah,
them.
and I was like, Jesus
Never got
Christ.
a job and just got way too into partying and hooked on drugs forever.
So, yeah, the next morning, we wake up and, like, my fucking neck hurts. Next thing you know, they come out and they start giving out tickets, okay? And
This is a free show?
yeah, because you have to get there pretty early.
Right.
And so that show was so popular, Oscar Isaac and Lauren Ambrose was playing Juliet. And so what ended up happening was they would get tickets, and then what would happen was rich people would come in, see these homeless guys selling tickets right around the show. And so what happened was I had got one for me and my boyfriend, and then we were standing there, and I saw one of the homeless guys, and he was there getting ready to sell the ticket. And I walked over, I was like, oh, are you going to sell him the ticket? And he's like, yeah. He said, give me like $50. And the guy was right there, and I go, fucking charge $80, dude. This is at least $100 worth of ticket right here.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, excuse me, this isn't your business. And I go, fuck that. And I go, he'll pay $80. Watch. And the guy was like, get the fuck out of here. And then he looked at me, the homeless guy was like, yeah, dude, I think it's a little bit more than 50, to be honest. And dude, that rich guy's like, forget this. And like he's like, he walked away, and I started laughing. And my boyfriend was like, what's going on? And I was like, no, nothing. I just fucking with rich people. It's like these cocksuckers.
Oh yeah.
It was great. I loved it. I fucked over that.
Probably Keith Olbermann. Fucking lives right there, Central Park West.
Does he really?
Scumbag, yeah. He makes all those fucking tirades on his balcony. You see the whole Central Park behind him. Like, yeah, you're really fucking hurting for money. You really identify with the fucking common man with your perspectives, you fucking piece of shit. Dumbass.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Struggling.
So, what, they only gave out a limited number of tickets? So you
Yep,
had to...
they would only give out so many
wow,
tickets.
that's something.
And that's what I liked about it, though. Was
he? But
if
he
you were
had some
that
heat
fan-
on him, obviously, before, but he just hadn't been in the
Yeah,
movie yet.
he was a
He's like a
Juilliard.
local...
He was a Juilliard grad, so everybody was kind of goo gaga over him for that.
Yeah.
But
Did you get to meet him and stuff?
no, I messaged him after I saw him in the play, and he did respond.
Oh, wow.
He was
That's cool.
I remember his like Facebook, because that was back when Facebook was like all the rage.
Yeah.
And I just wrote him, and I was like, hey man, you did this really well. I was like, and it was something to do with the language, because I was really into Shakespeare at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if they taught that, but yeah, you did this really well, and blah 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 blah. And he was like, thanks a lot, man. And I was like, oh fuck, like
That's cool.
and then
He's great.
like, yeah, he just fucking blew
Good
up.
actor.
It was
I used to
crazy.
I used to talk to Rogan on MySpace all the time. We fucking DM
Are
Rogan.
you serious?
Yeah, I was asking him all shit about LA before I moved. I'd sit in college and in my fucking class, and I would just DM him or whatever, and he was just like totally like respond all the time. Yeah, him and Tila Tequila. I used to just message her. We used to fucking bullshit all the fucking time, like pre like Super Fame when she was just MySpace famous.
Did you?
Fucking she cute.
Did you ever meet up with anybody from MySpace?
I met my. I met like one of my girlfriends that the second chick that I moved down here with. I met her on MySpace.
Through MySpace.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. I knew who she was like through friends, but I messaged her on there, and that's where we started talking. I fucking loved MySpace was awesome. I fucking loved it. It was so writer friendly. You could just make those little blogs and shit. It was fucking great. I loved it.
Before we end this, just because this is what's always in my head, and you'll get what I'm doing. What is it that you don't like about Keith Olbermann?
Oh god.
Well, I don't know. It won't even be fun or funny.
Just what, like, about his speeches?
About his speeches.
Yeah.
He's so inflammatory and just so obviously. Taxi. This is from Taxi Driver.
Whenever he gets, and that wasn't even the fucking one that I wanted to do. It was the menacing.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's a good opinion. Oh, there must be something. Whoever it is, they should do something about the trash in the city, because it's like a open sewer. There's trash everywhere.
No, that's it. There it is.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, no, it's over.
This is a swing and a miss.
Well, Mitchell.
Well, it's time to retire.
Can we do this? Before we come back next episode, will you watch this movie?
Which one?
History of Violence.
90 minutes is easy.
I will watch at least one movie. Yeah.
90 minutes.
History of
I will
Violence.
watch
is
History
easy.
of Violence.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The first scene, like the
Scout's Honor.
the family, the
You gotta
first
put your
couple
fingers
minutes are
together,
rough.
stupid.
The first I started watching, I was like, oh, like they make it over the top cheesy, like the family scenes, but like just stay with it.
All right, I'll watch
That
it.
fucking Maria Bello, oh my god, she is so fucking pretty. She's such a good actor, and she's fucking smoking. She's a lesbian.
Oh,
She's great.
Alrighty. On my
A
left.
lot of movie talk this episode. Sorry, everybody.
that's what I'm saying. You guys have.
I hope we didn't drag you through the cloth, everybody.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good stuff in here.
Yeah.
On my left.
Luke Allen at Uncle Luke 2 on Instagram and live from the 405 podcast on iTunes and everything. Not on Spotify. I'm pulling it off.
On my right.
At Mitchell Verzi, at Verzi Triplets. Subscribe to all the channels.
That's my calves.
There, look at those fucking
Those are
beasts.
beautiful calves.
They really
Beautiful
are.
calves.
I just fed them. donkey.
What do they
calf.
eat?
Blondes. Total Recall. That's the best line. She grabs his dick. She goes, "What have you been feeding this thing?" He goes, "Blondes."
Thank you, guys. Take it easy.
See you now.
I don't know no better, so let's blame the weather. 'Cause I got no care when I hit my groove. 'Cause I got no care when I hit my groove. Well, my music's rolling, I'm moving to that kick and swing, and I put Zeppelin on when I feel the blues. I put Zeppelin on when I feel the blues. Say you might lose your mind if you don't find the time to lose your fucking mind and just have a good time. Baby, have a real good time. Money's out of downtown. Mike's warehouse is going down by the railroad tracks. Mind the broken glass. By the railroad tracks, don't mind the broken glass. Say you might lose your mind if you don't find the time to lose your fucking mind and just have a good time. Baby, have a real good time. Baby, won't you lose your mind? Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.